Vic Van asked, what are your plans towards getting people to know about LeoDex and use it for swapping? Is there going to be an advertisement about it? Yeah, we haven't done a ton of marketing about LeoDex, and a big reason why we were waiting was XDeFi, and then obviously the Hive inbounds. So now that both of those are live, and then along with like 20 plus bug fixes, I'm pretty confident to start telling people to actually use LeoDex and that they can do their swaps and their pooling and manage their pools all from LeoDex. So I'm feeling very confident now that those things are in place. So there's a few things that I have in mind for marketing, and like I said, I need to work with Eric and Nifty. I've been putting in like 100-hour weeks the last couple weeks to just do the technical side of LeoDex. So now that the technical side is very far along, it's time to really hammer in on marketing and get some volume in and prove that we've built a product that is actually, useful to the market and gain our product market fit. So I need to work with Nifty and Eric. I need to, kind of put together a big marketing plan and get things rolling. A couple ideas I have though. One is there's an ad space on Myascan. So I want us to get a nice ad banner going there. I think that's probably the number one way to advertise to Maya people. And I've kind of broken this out to take a step back. I've kind of broken this out in three audience segments. The first audience segment are people that are swapping Hive. So these are Hivers that use centralized exchanges like MEXC and Binance to trade Hive. That is one core audience segment for us to go after. Hive trades anywhere from 30 to $80 million a month in trading volume on centralized exchanges, and 90% of that is on Binance. So if we can get 10% of that trading volume onto LeoDex, that would be massive. That would make us the number one UI on Maya, not including any of the other assets that are there, like Bitcoin, Ethereum. So that's literally just Hive. If we got 10% of the centralized exchange market, we would immediately be the number one interface for Maya, and it would be from Hive. And then obviously, if people are swapping Hive, they're probably swapping other things. Then we get volume there. And then if we're the number one UI on Maya, new people coming into Maya see the number one exchange and they just naturally will go there. So like I said, it's kind of free marketing once you get to that point. So that's the first audience segment, are people swapping Hive. The second one is people that are on Maya and swapping any assets. So, that's people that are swapping Bitcoin, Ethereum. Like I said, we had that one guy come in and swap, nearly $10,000 from Bitcoin to Ethereum. So, going after people like that is definitely a big deal. And then another audience segment will be Splinterlands, the Splinterlands ecosystem. So we are working on SPS and DEC and integrating those into LeoDex. I think those will be live by Thursday or Friday. I'm 90% confident that we'll have them live by Thursday or Friday. And that is going to be a whole nother audience segment to go after. Being able to have, the Splinterlands ecosystem using LeoDex for their L1 swaps of SPS and DEC to and from any other L1 asset. So that's going to be pretty huge. After we do SPS and DEC, we're also going to do HBD. So then we'll have Hive, SPS, DEC, and then HBD as the Hive assets that are listed on the Hive aggregation technology. So we need to get some volume flowing. Like I said, as that volume flows, the flywheel only gets stronger and stronger as liquidity gets redeployed. So, getting some initial volume, even if it's a couple $100, it's just, you need that little bit of momentum to get off the ground.
Yep. I think the SPS and deck is definitely going to help with volume
100% agree.
because, I mean, like I said, I was talking to some crypto peeps that are actively involved in those, and I told them about those going live, and it was like, oh, that is going to be super convenient. So sounds like people are looking forward to being able to swap their deck and SPS.
Yeah, I think that SPS and DEC do a ton of volume on Hive Engine, so I think that will be I think that will be a big addition.
Yeah, it'll definitely help for like I think some consistent volume. I think will come from that space.
100%. Yeah, and I mean I think getting, like I said, that first audience segment of just getting some hivers to start using Hive, or start using LeoDex to swap their Hive. It's right now it's a marketing problem in my opinion. And Taskmaster said the key to LeoDex is liquidity. To make it competitive, you need deep pools. That is part of it. But even if you look right now, there's people that are buying Hive right now on like Binance or MEXC, unaware that they could be buying that same Hive using LeoDex, and actually they would actually be making a profit. So like for example, they're paying 30 cents right now for Hive on MEXC, and I just quoted that it would be 28 cents to buy Hive on LeoDex. So they're that part of it is just a lack of awareness. So it's liquidity depth definitely comes into play when you start looking at bigger volumes, and like if someone's got $10,000 and they want to convert it into Hive or out of Hive, um, that definitely comes into play when it comes to liquidity depth. But right now there's plenty of people that are trading $50 or $100 on centralized exchanges, as opposed to using LeoDex, and they're getting worse pricing for doing so. So we already have the pool depth to facilitate those smaller trades. I think it's just a lack of awareness. I mean, obviously it's been, like I said, 12 hours since the inbound was added. So it doesn't have me worried, but it does have me feeling like, we really need to hammer in on marketing and figure out why hivers are not using this solution. The technology, like I said, we've spent a lot of time on the technology. I've been, really hammering away on it. But at the end of the day, if nobody uses it, what's the point? So we definitely need to focus in on how to spread this word to hivers. And I've been putting up blog posts, threads, X posts talking about it. Um, I was talking to Eric about organizing some sort of writing competition to get some of you guys writing about it. So if you want to write a blog post about LeoDex and about trading Hive, maybe you can do a Hive swap and kind of record the process or take screenshots of the process and then write a blog post on in Leo talking about it. And then we will upvote it with Leo.voter. So I already told the team that I wanted to see anyone who talks about LeoDex in their blog posts. I want to see them get extra rewards, some extra love in terms of upvotes.